Hi Scorpios, this is going to be your reading for December 2025. I hope everyone is having a good day today. As you can see, if you've watched my videos before, I am in a new space. I'm going to try and get some art or something at least for the walls coming up shortly, just so it's not just so blank to stare at, but I appreciate your patience waiting for that. How I do my readings, I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to Traditional Tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. Let's get into it. So your message for this month is expect miracles, which everyone loves to hear. Your message. Miracles occur naturally and they're always ready to unfold. Your angels are encouraging you to prepare yourself for them now. A miracle doesn't have to be an extravagant change in circumstances. It can be a simple shift in energy that creates a wave of love in your life. If you need something positive to happen, you are praying hard for something. This card brings you the message that something exciting and healing is about to unfold. In order to help this along, you are being guided by your angels to recognize and honor your own worth. Realize that you are absolutely worthy of miracles and they will unfold in your life. Your entire life has been brought together by miracles and they're happening all the time. The miracles you need isn't a difficult one, because in the hands of divine, anything is possible. Place yourself in a golden light and remember that the light of God is within you. And right there, the heart of your being, your soul, good things can happen for you. But in order to manifest something wonderful in your life, you have to believe that it is possible. You could be seeing the miracle that you need as impossible or even too big for you to achieve. Ultimately, this is exactly what is blocking it from happening, so change that now. Your angel guide is inviting you to open your mind and heart and see what you need being delivered to you. Feel that it is already in your life and feel grateful for all your blessings, and you will allow miracles you deserve to unfold. Nice card to get here for you, Scorpio, to start your reading. Let me pull some tarot cards. I'll just feel the energy that's around and then we'll begin. Sorry, Scorpio, 1 second there. Sorry about that, Scorpio. My dog just wanted on the bed, but it's too high. He can't jump himself. Let me just give it a second to feel this energy. It feels like there's some energy here where there's going to be kind of a new plan or a new sense kind of strategy that I'm getting here for yourself. Maybe some of you will be taking like a different route in the sense of finance wise. Maybe you're like, how do I accumulate more money? I just feel like in that sector right now, there's going to be some, there's just, it feels like for everyone, there's these kind of pressures right now, especially financially for people or stockholds of that. You have the Queen of Swords coming out in the main energy here. And the Queen of Swords is this energy of planning, is this energy of, I always see the King and Queen as like this chessboard. They're the masters at chess. And the thing with chess is it's one step at a time, right? One piece at a time. You kind of got to wait to see what you're getting received back to you, and then you can move from there. And I really feel like the Queen of Swords is this kind of master strategist. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Kind of feels like more like you and your energy. Feels like more what you want to do, what you want to, build here. And it feels like kind of slowly for you as well. And so I feel like you're kind of going to be in December being like, okay, what do I want to strategize for this new year? What is it that I want to bring together? What thought patterns, maybe what routines do I want to start popping in as well? Because with the King of Pentacles in reverse here, it's just saying there might be some feeling like, that we're not really grounded right now, or we're feeling financially kind of in a hard place or stuck. The Judgment card is coming out in reverse right after, saying we're making an error in judgment about this call here. Something is not kind of working out for you. It's just an error. It's maybe we're not seeing the full potential of something just yet. You might be also dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo here, because we do have the Hermit card coming out here as well, and the Lovers coming in later in the reading. So there might be some kind of conversation you might want to have with an earth sign here, or you're making an error in judgment on them. Maybe you think they're just kind of there for themselves, or there for kind of taking for everything here, and you're just like, wow, you're just a greedy person. But I feel like, again, there is this error here. There's some self-reflection that needs to happen, because the Hermit card is coming out here as well. So you might be taking some time, some solitude in December for yourself, really taking that light within and looking through yourself to see kind of, okay, what is it that I have to work on here? You know, what is it that is, maybe this is my projection of this person, or maybe this is my projection of my own situation. How can I kind of take control and take the reign of that? We do have the Three of Cups coming out here, but there's going to be some kind of celebration. This is my social card. So I feel like there might be birthdays, holiday parties, just getting together with friends. That might be happening in this month here as well for you. But I feel like that's going to be, it's going to be kind of the mix of both this month. It's like getting together with people, but then also you're like, I need my alone time. I want to kind of be by myself here. What's interesting is when cards come out sideways in my readings, they mean two different things, and it can go either way. There's choice involved. So the Four of Swords is coming out here, and the Four of Swords is kind of like, you know, that rest time, that meditation, that contemplation, or it's the reverse. We're coming back from a time with that. And the Lovers card's coming out sideways here as well. So you might be taking a break from a relationship. You're maybe taking some time out to think about things. Maybe there's something here that you're just like, I just need my own space for a little bit. Maybe there's something where you're also just like, you know, I really got to contemplate this, or I got to stop worrying so much about this relationship that might be coming through here. I do have the Four of Wands coming in right after, which is home life and death card in the reversed. So some of you might be having like home life shakeups or complications in relationships that way. I feel like it's just feeling and saying to me that you should just maybe rest on it a little bit. Again, don't make any rash decisions, but just kind of slowly take your time with anything that you're kind of doing this month of December. I said winter is supposed to be naturally a slower period for us, so really embrace that. I mean, most of my watchers are from North America, so it is winter, but if it's not winter for where you are, just have the feeling of just taking things a little bit slow right now. This Four of Wands, it calls for celebrations, calls for a coming home energy. Some of you might be traveling to your hometown this month here as well, or wanting to maybe move homes, or trying to find where home actually is for you here. It's also about celebration. It can be engagement. It could be marriage as well. Some of you might be getting engaged this month. It's interesting that's coming with the Lovers sideways and the Four of Swords sideways, though, because it feels like there is maybe this time to think about something here fully. You do have the Death card coming out in reverse, which is Scorpio energy. When the Death card is in reversed here, it's this energy of kind of cycles continuing here. So it's kind of like we're not putting an end to something. So I feel like you are working on something, working on a relationship, working on your home life right now as well. Again, it doesn't feel like maybe it's been totally easy for you, but you're like, okay, let's work at this. Let's actually put in the effort and put in the work to make this happen here. Maybe you're just like, I just need a timeout because it's just too much on my plate right now. But again, it feels good. Like, it doesn't feel... Sorry, I just dropped a card. It doesn't feel bad in any way here. Seems like there's something that you want to start anew on here a little bit. Like, it's almost like it's feeling, Scorpio, this new, kind of almost new chapter energy, but it's just like, I really want to refresh this energy. I really want to start anew with something here and come at it from a different angle. And I think this is where this strategy is coming into play in this reading, and why I keep kind of feeling like that strategy, that chessboard, that chess piece here, because I feel like it's like, I want to come after something a little bit differently is the energy that I'm feeling. It's like I want to maybe embrace something differently here. It feels like more embrace like emotion, embrace compassion into this next stage here. Maybe some of you are having kind of a revelation where you're like, well, I'm just going to bring more like love and care kind of into my life and see how that shifts things or changes things here. Because I do have the Hierophant in reverse, which is kind of going against the grain of societal norms, going against the grain of maybe what society tells you to do, what mentors tell you to do. It's kind of the natural rebellion card, but it's been coming so much up in so many of my readings right now. And I feel like there's this call to really be our own individual here without outside influence, without outside sources. There's just this like independence of like, yes, we are a collective, but we also have our own independence in that as well here. But there is this new kind of beginning for you, and this is kind of like my nurturing mother card, this Queen of Cups. Basically, I always see this woman as like a mother with like a newborn baby. She gives it so much love, she gives it so much compassion, she gives it so much care. So I feel like there's this new care that you're maybe giving in your life. Maybe you are the mother, or maybe you are the baby in this. Maybe you know you're like, I'm going to see myself as, you know, innocent and new and just go through life and try to look at life with a little bit more wonder. And this is why it's this kind of starting fresh energy that I'm kind of feeling for you in December. And you're going to see the truth here that you're like, I'm going to see in my life where it feels like something wasn't going right, or you felt like something was wrong. And I feel like you're going to kind of start to see when you change your perspective of things, when you have this fresh start energy, when you bring in compassion, you're like, oh, maybe I was kind of doing that to myself with this Hermit card, right? We're taking that light and we're looking at all the shadows. We're looking within here for ourselves. So you're going to get some kind of truth here about that. And I feel like that truth that's going to happen in December is going to kind of lead the way for you to be like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's start something over again. Let's start fresh, whether that be in your relationship here, whether that be in your financials. Again, I feel like this fresh start energy, this let's just go from a different perspective, let's kind of go again here, is going to be this energy for you that is happening in December. And maybe because it's the end of the year, astrologically speaking, the end of the year is not till Pisces season, but if you're going by this calendar, then yes, it is the end of the year. It's the 12th month. So you might be thinking in the next year what you want to kind of bring in. And I feel like a lot of energy right now for this 1 year that we're going into, because this year is a 9, 2025, we're going into a 1, feels like we have to bring a lot more heart. We have to bring a lot more compassion, bring a lot more love in. So this Page of Cups here is coming out sideways, which means as well it's this heart-to-heart conversation that we want to have with someone that feels like we're kind of on the fence about right now. Maybe this is, again, talking about your true emotions, talking about this energy that's going on here, how you are truly feeling. Maybe you're kind of one to not really be the person to start those kind of conversations, but I feel like now you're moving in and you're kind of changing a little bit here. I feel this evolution for you, especially coming into this new year. It's interesting. The last message kind of here for the month is a little bit of a warning, I would say. If you're not connected to yourself, if you're not connected to your intuition, if you're not connected, you know, spiritually here, I feel like in this coming months, there might be a connection here that pops up, or a meeting of another person that might actually be a bit of a downfall for us. I have the Two of Cups, the Devil energy, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which is someone that doesn't bring in stability. There's someone that is kind of more unstable here. The Six of Wands in reversed, and the Five of Pentacles. So it seems like energetically, Scorpio, you kind of got to be on your game this month in December, especially going into the new year. Make sure you are kind of very spiritually well. Make sure you're giving yourself a lot of love and compassion and heart here, because it just feels like there could be someone in the distance that might try to take advantage of that energy. I'm saying don't fall for it. I'm going to pull one more card. Might be an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because I do have the King of Swords here, maybe older male energy, and then the Ace of Cups in reverse. Could be maybe someone from your past here as well, someone that you already had a relationship with that might try to pop back in. But yeah, it's not good vibes. I'll say that right now. So as long as you're kind of staying stable in yourself, kind of really, keeping your energy kind of high here, you're allowed to reflect on some things, but it just kind of gives a warning that's like fresh start energy. You don't want to kind of be pulled back to anything in the past here. If that was kind of where your thought process was going, I would say kind of look at it as a different perspective this year instead, and more kind of restarting or the fresh start, because again, I feel like there's this energy here that might try to pull you back a little bit, but I don't get the greatest vibes. Balance spirituality and practicality, and that's what we were talking about here. We were like bringing that love in, bringing those cups energy in, that compassion for ourselves in, but also being the strategist here, right? Also being like, where's my next step? What's my next pawn piece? How am I going to kind of get to my goal at the other side of the board there, and how am I going to do it step by step? It's like, I always see it as, you can't make your move until that move happens. So until the universe shows you, you're like, okay, my plan was to maybe go here, 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 but now I'm getting blocked here. So how do I get around that to go to the next kind of direction here? And I feel like that is this energy with the balance of spirituality and practicality. It's like, you're still on your way towards the goal, but you're like, things might shift here in this month. Things might be changing for me. So how am I going to kind of be open to that kind of change, open to being that strategist? If I'm blocked, doesn't mean game over, right? Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. And I will read that for you. You are the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as the planet of manifestation, and your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. This is what we were kind of talking about with it. We're coming at something from a different perspective. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions, right? We're talking about actions in this. We were talking about feelings in this as well. That with the vibration that matches them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action, right? This daily action with this Queen of Swords. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start with, instead of feeling deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now, state out loud what you're thankful for and look for the good in your life, and one thing will be for certain. You'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card is inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas. The picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings and create a life you most long to live. You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. What have you been called to create, and how can you express yourself more creatively? All right, Scorpio, kind of an intense reading at the end there, but I think it is a good fair warning just to have the guard up kind of a little bit for you, okay? That was your December reading. I hope it helped.